The clock is ticking, and the pressure is mounting. As Morgan Riley's performance continues to raise eyebrows, could the Leafs be looking to make a bold move? Rumors of a potential trade for a rising star have surfaced, but a new report suggests that this dream might be out of reach. How will this impact Toronto's quest for success this season? Join me as we unpack what's really going on behind the scenes. Make sure to subscribe and give us a like to keep up with all the latest Maple Leafs news. The Toronto Maple Leafs are at a critical crossroads right now as they look to navigate the future without Morgan Rielly. The whispers about his declining performance are growing louder, and fans are starting to feel the weight of his struggles. Riley's defensive lapses and a notable drop-off in offensive production have led to his demotion from the first power play unit to the second, which is less than ideal. As a passionate fan, I can't help but feel the urgency for the Leafs to find a suitable replacement, especially with the trade deadline looming. Now, it seemed like the Maple Leafs might have had a golden opportunity to snag Brandt Clarke from the Los Angeles Kings. He's a young, promising defenseman who has shown incredible potential. But the latest reports have dashed those hopes. David Pagnotta from the fourth period made it crystal clear. Clarke is not on the trade block. It's almost a relief to hear that the Kings are committed to keeping him, but as a fan, I can't help but feel frustrated. Could you imagine Clarke in a Leafs jersey? He's not only the top-scoring defenseman for the Kings, but also a player who has improved significantly defensively over the last season. This season alone, he's racked up 3 goals and 21 assists, which is comparable to Rielly's stats. However, there's a stark contrast in their plus-minus ratings. Clarke boasts a solid +8, while Rielly is sitting at a disheartening -17. That difference speaks volumes about their current effectiveness on the ice. The Leafs have already missed chances to add depth to their roster, with Brandon Saad slipping through their fingers and Adam Bokvist also gone. It feels like every day that passes without making a move is a day wasted. Now, with the pressure mounting on GM Brad Treliving, I'm left wondering what the game plan is. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I understand why the Kings would want to hold on to Clarke. He's a future star. But on the other hand, the Leafs need to act decisively to address Rielly's decline. The clock is ticking, and the fans are restless. The longer they wait, the more that pressure will build, and it's not going to be easy for Treliving to navigate this landscape. As I watch this unfold, I can't help but feel a mix of hope and anxiety. The Leafs have a talented roster, but they need a reliable defenseman to step up. It's all about making the right moves at the right time. The future of this team may very well depend on how they handle these next few weeks. Will they be able to find the right player to complement their core, or will they miss out again and leave fans feeling even more frustrated? The recent news about the salary cap increase is nothing short of exciting for us Toronto Maple Leafs fans. With projections showing the cap rising to $95.5 million in 2025-26, $104 million in 2026-27, and a staggering $113.5 million in 2027-28, it's like a breath of fresh air. This newfound financial flexibility is going to make it so much easier for our team to re-sign Mitch Marner and a host of other pending free agents. As we know, Marner is set to hit unrestricted free agency on July 1st, and with his stellar performance this season, 68 points in 51 games, he's certainly going to want a significant raise from his current $9 million salary. Now the Leafs general manager Brad Treliving has a cool $29.6 million to work with this offseason, and in 2 years, a jaw-dropping $46.4 million in cap space. That's a game changer. Marner currently ranks as the 9th highest paid player in the league, and with his teammates William Nylander and Austin Matthews earning $11, $5 million and $13.2 million, respectively. It's not far-fetched to think Marner could be angling for an 8-year extension that sits comfortably between those figures. Treliving has shown he can navigate this landscape effectively, securing solid goaltending with Joseph Woll and Anthony Stolarz at reasonable prices while maintaining a strong defensive core. 7 defenders are locked in through 2026-27. Marner will command a big chunk of the projected $26 million available for next season, but I genuinely believe there's enough room for everyone. Of course, trades are always a possibility, and we might see some familiar faces like David Kampf, Ryan Reeves, Kalle Jarnkrok, and Max Domi move on to create more cap flexibility. But let's not forget, the potential mega extension for Marner isn't the only thing on Treliving's plate. There's also the matter of extending John Tavares and Matthew Knees. Tavares has been proving doubters wrong with 20 goals and 42 points in just 44 games, showing that he's far from slowing down at 34 years old. While he won't command another $11 million AAV, it seems reasonable to expect a 3-year deal in the $5.5 million to $6 million range. I believe Tavares wants to retire as a Leaf, and it sounds like Treliving is on board with that sentiment. Matthew Knees is in a different situation as a pending restricted free agent, looking at a potential bridge deal. Both sides seem to want to make it work, but the details remain a bit murky. With the cap projected to rise significantly soon, it feels like the urgency is there to lock him in, whether it's this offseason or later. The financial structure of the NHL is evolving, and it couldn't come at a better time for Treliving to keep our core intact. This is a critical moment for the Maple Leafs, and the decisions made now could have long-lasting impacts on our chances for playoff success in the years to come. And honestly, I'm torn about how all of this will play out. Do I think Treliving is making the right moves? It's hard to say definitively. While he's got a solid plan in place, there are always uncertainties when it comes to contracts and the potential for trades. But one thing is for sure, this is a pivotal moment for our franchise, and it's going to dictate how we move forward. So what do you think about all these developments? Are you as optimistic as I am about Marner's future with the team? And how do you feel about Tavares and Knees? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's get that conversation going. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow Leafs fans, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates.